October started with a bang and not a good one. After weeks of back and forth, Democrats and Republicans still couldn't agree on federal budget. The main stick point, healthcare and welfare spending. So, at midnight on October 1st, the US federal government officially shut down. And wow, this is the 22nd government shutdown in the US since 1976. It's time like this, the economy take a hit. Roughly $15 billion in GDP disappeared every week. Now, what does a shutdown really mean? Simply put, the government has no money to spend. Without an approved budget, federal agencies can't pay staff on run day-to-day operations normally. Critical services like defense, law enforcement, and emergency healthcare keep running. But thousands of other offices either slow down or stop completely. For example, the Smithsonian Museums and the National Zoo has closed. Around 750,000 federal employees have been furloughed, and another 700,000 are working without pay. Sounds like politics, right? But the impact is spreading across the country. If shutdown lasts a month, we could see around 43,000 people lose their jobs, and the consumer spending drop by roughly $30 billion. So, what does this mean for builders? The most direct effect, the supply chain and materials transportation get hit hard. Here's why. Agencies like US Customs and Border Protection, the Coast Guard, and Federal Maritime Commission are all federal. When government shut down, they switch to minimum operation mode. Fewer staff, slower approval, growing backlogs. In other words, the ports don't stop, but they start to crawl. Ships can still dock, sure, but inspection, customer clearance, and paperwork not take much longer. Let me give you a clear example. Imagine you are running a construction project and have materials coming from overseas. Steel, heavy machineries, maybe even kitchen cabinets. Normally, your shipment passes the customs, get unloaded, cleared, and head straight to the job site. Easy. Now, with fewer staff and slower paperwork, everything starts dragging. Some inspection gets postponed, some documents sit waiting for approval. Before you know it, your cargo is stuck at port for days, maybe even a week. And here's the kicker, the delay doesn't just stay at the port. It ripples through the whole supply chain, from port handling to tracking, warehousing, and job site delivery. In construction, time is money. Even a few days delay can turn into real costs. Idle workers missed deadlines, extra storage fees. And the timing couldn't be worse. Fall and early winter are crunch time for US home builders. Most residential projects are wrapping up and materials need to arrive right on schedule. If shipments slow down, storage costs rise, work schedule break apart, and developers face a chain reaction of small problems that quickly snowball into serious financial pain. So yes, what looked like a political fight in Washington can turn into real, measurable losses on job sites across the country. And it's not just about customer delays. A shutdown also slows port maintenance, safety inspections, and factory-funded upgrades. The invisible systems that keep ports running efficiently. When those lag, even open ports lose their reason. If the shutdown drags on, dredging, quick repairs, and dock expansions get pushed back. That means fewer berths, slower crane, and lower capacity. A bottleneck that might last long after the political fight is over. The economy impact doesn't stop there. Logistic companies might charge extra to cover staff storages and delays. For builders without local stock or warehouse buffers, those costs go straight into the project budget. Higher storage fee, idle workers, rescheduled inspection, cash flow gets tight, and management headache pile up. Mentally, it's draining. Uncertainty makes builders cautious. They order earlier, stock up more, and adjust the construction schedules. For a big project, that also means more money tied up, more coordination stress, and more moving parts to manage. Someone even recently told big home builder to get going. But honestly, with all this going on, who's really ready to go? Of course, not everyone gets stuck. Some smart suppliers and builders are already adapting, adding regional warehouse space using multiple ports to spread risk, and tracking shipment digitally to stay ahead of delays. Builders with flexible procurement strategy and reliable partners will ride out this storm far better than those operating on tight, rigid schedules. So, this government shutdown isn't just another headline from DC. It's a real-world stress test for the U.S. construction supply chain. The takeaway: the more flexible, prepared, data-driven your logistics and procurement are, the safer your project will be. Because when political slow the system, smart builders don't wait, they plan ahead.